everything that any human being does, any old rascally, adulterous, drunken, drug-using, murderous, foul-mouthed, nasty human being does that's good, doesn't matter how nasty they are, if they do something good, it's part of this process. Get it?
Yeah.
Let alone, there's millions of people out there who are not what I just described, at least not as bad as I just described. I mean, they're wascally and broken and immature, but there's scientists over at, UNC Hospital trying to figure out, and let alone cancer or burn victims, name the most silly. There's somebody that's trying to figure out why our teeth, there's somebody somewhere. Alan Scarborough, who's often here, is a plant scientist guy at Bayer Crop Science. There's people trying to figure out how to feed the world in 50 years. All in favor of people learning how to feed the world in 50 years. Yeah. And it doesn't, you don't have to be a Christian to do that. Okay? Now it really is nice if you are a child of God and you know it, then you get to be, like I say, you get to enjoy this process. But we can bless every good thing. And again, that same rascally person you've heard, that same rascally person who picks up the piece of toilet paper that missed the waste, or Kleenex, that missed the wastebasket in the public restroom, or the paper towel that missed it and puts it in the trash, is doing a kingdom act. Okay? Every person, especially, there's some, especially the poor black girl who's working the counter at McDonald's. You allow me just to be that kind of blunt. When her boss isn't working, when she straightens up something, boom, kingdom, trajectory. Okay? And she doesn't know it. She'd be happier if she did know it.
Yes.
You see? But every little thing. So yes, it's me, being good to my wife. That's good. That's order out of chaos. Me mowing the grass, order out of chaos. Me trying with all my might to be a good and better artist, order out of chaos. Now, we haven't even gotten to the practical part, and we're all out of time. Oh, man. Lord, you want us to come back next week? Let me say this. Here's where we may go next week. You really get to operate, especially in the invisible realm, but you really get to operate when you operate from a position of authority. In other words, all human beings can do this, and all human beings do this, but most human beings spend more time cursing than blessing. Right? Most natural human beings are a Vesuvius of cursing. You know that. I don't mean cussing, I mean cursing. And they don't get to do that, but you and I get to do this. We especially get to do it anytime we're operating within our authority. And we're going to have to spend more time on it. But we lose our authority when we're irritated, bothered, sad, disappointed, irked, mad, remorseful, you name it, gunk. Now we still have authority, we still are operating in authority, and we're cursing.
Could we say relinquish as opposed to lose?
Yeah.
We still have
Yes.
it.
Yes. Good. I was looking for a better word.
We still have it, but we
Absolutely.
relinquish just like we relinquish our authority to Satan
Yeah.
many times.
Yeah. That's better. That's good.
It makes sense.
Because I was looking for that. Gary. Thank you. Yeah, because we don't lose it. We still have it, and we're using it in a bad way usually. But here, and maybe we'll do this next week. I don't know, because there's so much on my heart I'd like to say. If someone is bothering me, that's I'm bothered. Either I'm mad, or I'm sad, or I'm irritated, or I'm and I want to pray for them. But if I'm irritated by them, that means I have stood up off my throne, come down, and I've placed myself underneath them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be bothering me. Do you follow me? When my 2-year-old has a temper tantrum, it might bother my ears, but it doesn't hurt my heart. Like, I'm so hurt that you had it. What do you mean? You don't even go there. When my wife has a temper tantrum, it's real hard for me to stay above her. Do you see what I mean? It's possible. It's possible. And when I say above, that means I have nothing but pure, 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 unmixed love and affection, compassion, grace, mercy. Woo-hoo. Hard for me to, you know what I mean? You said that's the most difficult relationship in the world is with your spouse. She would like me to stay on top of my throne. I would like her to stay on top of her throne when I screw up, and sometimes she does. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? That's the most amazing thing in the world. When I have a moment where I'm not in the flesh, I'm not in the spirit, I'm in the flesh. And when my wife manages to, not get upset at me, just pray for me. Well,
I would actually like God to be on the throne.
yeah, no. Yeah, no. But that's not. There is a truth there, but that's not the truth. The
That's
Holy
the only
Spirit
way
is saying.
that you can do what you're talking about.
We are seated with Christ in the heavenly realms. We are given a position of authority. And yes, it goes without saying that God gives us that authority. But the image for me of staying in my position of authority is so precious to me right now. And if I feel sad, and people make you feel sad sometimes, and people make you feel angry sometimes, and sometimes just irritated. But the Lord is saying to me is just that sense of irritation is an indicator that I have come down off my throne. So the reason I wanted to start so big this morning is because I want to say, folks, we are engaged in the most colossal, magnificent, and monstrous project in history. And we're not just passive. We are part of the process. Yahoo. That thrills my soul. But on a very practical level, yeah, but very often I opt out. And I relinquish because I'm hurt or I'm angry at somebody. And that hurt or anger shows that I have opted out. Now, we could go on. That doesn't mean you just stuff down all your feelings. Jesus was brokenhearted about people, but his heart was never broken. Jesus had more joy than anybody, but he also had more sorrow than anybody, but his sorrow didn't trump his joy. And I don't have time to explain that this morning. Some of it has to do with he didn't take it personally. He didn't take it on. The fact that he was rejected didn't go, oh. He was sad for them, but he wasn't sad for himself. And somehow I need to get to the point where I can let people mess up. And I have plenty of opportunities for not feeling this way. Just this weekend, 27 people at Thanksgiving. It would be really, really easy to feel whatever, slighted or offended, or whatever, you name it. You know what I mean? It gets very complicated in family relationships, doesn't it, Mark? Oh, man. Well, that's a strange place to end, but we're gone. Later we've ever gone.
Amen.
Bless you. Bless us. Hallelujah. Go get them.